Yeah, over the long weekend, I worked on one of my famous interpretive dance sequences. Yeah, you want to see? You want a preview? It's pretty risque stuff in here. Oh shoot! Look at the time. I gotta do the tech news. Whoopsies. Apple has announced their new M5 chip, which will arrive in a refreshed iPad Pro, MacBook Pro, and Vision Pro 1 week from today. Apple says that in multi-threaded performance, the M5 is 15% faster than the M4, but more importantly, its 10-core GPU delivers 4 times the M4's peak compute. Because this is 2025, and it's important to give AI as much power as it needs to melt our brains so we don't feel anything when our skulls are crushed under their metal heels. As for the new M5 equipped 14-inch MacBook Pro, iPad Pro, and Vision Pro, well, the M5 seems to be the only real new thing about them. But if you're a total compute head, you can choose wrongly to pre-order them now, and when they ship on the 22nd, you can watch all your favorite shows on Apple's newly renamed streaming service, Apple TV. Plus? TV Plus? No, it's just Apple TV now, which is probably what half of you were already calling it anyway, while the other half screamed, Apple TV is the box, Mom! Apple is right to call this a vibrant new identity for the platform. I love it when we talk about streaming services like they're our friend, Chris, changing the spelling of his name by removing the H. So much more vibrant, Chris. Almost as vibrant as the custom Labubu given to Tim Cook by the creator of Labubu himself.
Oh, thank you. Introducing Labubu 17.
Reviews are out for the ROG Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X. Short Circuit and Linus Tech Tips have both released videos about the new gaming handhelds for some reason, alongside many other people that don't work in this building. Seems like most reviewers are impressed by the Ally X's hardware and performance, but think $1,000 is a bit steep for something that seems to not even know whether it's a real Xbox or not. Make up your mind. And while the non-X Ally's price of $600 is smaller, it's actually an even greater obstacle given the lackluster gaming chops of its arguably outdated chip design. We are just tearing into these things. They have some redeeming qualities. The joysticks are nice. Well, if the reviews for these new handhelds turn you off, don't worry. It sounds like you won't have to wait long for new consoles. Generally reliable AMD leaker Kepler L2 stated on a NeoGAF forum that the specs for PlayStation's next console are finalized, and YouTuber Moore's Law is Dead has revealed alleged details about the next-gen Xbox and its Magnus APU from AMD. Now with the leaked specs in mind, WCCF Tech says that the next-gen Xbox will have the hardware edge compared to its PlayStation contemporary. What a crazy moment for Xbox! One day they're dying, never releasing hardware again and being relegated to a game streaming service. And the next, they're pumping out powerful handhelds and supposedly winning the console wars of 2027. A year when AI will just play our games for us and it won't matter anyway. It'll be so much better. Speaking of AI, OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman has announced that ChatGPT will be able to engage in erotic conversations with verified adult users by December. Clock's ticking, as part of an initiative to put some of that good, spicy personality back into the chatbot that they took out. In a tweet, Altman says that OpenAI has been pretty restrictive with ChatGPT's personality and conversation topics for fear of putting folks with mental health issues at risk. But that made it less fun to use for many users with absolutely no mental health problems at all. You know, normal people. They figured it all out. So OpenAI is loosening those restrictions with help from a newly formed Expert Council of Well-Being and AI, whose first decree is to say, smut is okay for verified adults. It is the will of the council. This is a bit of an about face from Altman, who had previously made jokes at the expense of the sexy anime slop being generated by Grok. But I guess the people want what the people want, and they really want to talk dirty with their chatbots. I'm guessing this is going to be a big blow to people fighting against AI slop on the internet, because it's about to get a whole lot sloppier. All that said, even though you're gonna be sexting your chatbot soon, you can forget about marrying it, at least in Ohio, where lawmaker Thaddeus Claggett, yes, has put forward House Bill 469 to stop humans from marrying AI and to stop AI from acquiring personhood. Like they're stealing it from a bank. We got the personhood Run! Claggett says that he wants to make sure we always have a human in charge of the technology, not the other way around. I'll tell you what, I'd rather have a Claggett in charge than a clanker. That's not how they sound in Ohio, so I'm sorry. And if I'm fixing to stay dry, I'd rather use our sponsor, Vessi. They make gear for people that like looking good and staying dry. Normally a pretty big ask. But Vessi says their sneakers are waterproof thanks to their Dymatex technology. So hey, slip them comfy things on and jump in a puddle on purpose just to show it who's boss. But Riley, I don't have Vessis yet. Well, then you should probably enter this sick giveaway we're running with Vessi. You could win one of 7 epic prize packs loaded with gadgets and gear from Vessi and LTT Store. Go to vessi.com/LMG, enter your email, and you'll receive a 20% off code to use this October. But you better act now because the giveaway ends on Halloween. Get more details at the link below. You know, before the Quick Bits started hanging around here, they were an incredible breakdancer down in LA. Pop and locking, that would blow your mind. Ask JC Chasez? Windows 10 was issued its last major update on October 14th, the operating system's last day of official support. It's been sent adrift, like a Viking funeral ship. Okay, we got a quote here. Cattle die and kinsmen die, and so one dies one's self. But a noble name will never die if good renown one gets. Is that supposed to rhyme? But wait, hold your Norse funeral poetry. You may remember that there are a number of ways to get a free year of security updates for Windows 10, including simply signing into Windows with your Microsoft account and syncing your settings. Ragnarok isn't here after all. I got all emotional for nothing. You know what is here? Nvidia's DGX Spark personal AI supercomputer, Team Green's first product to feature its homegrown GB10 SoC. It's such a big deal that Nvidia bumped the starting price up to $4,000 after announcing that it would start at $3,000 earlier this year. Still, Jensen hand-delivered a Spark to Elon Musk, and you can't put a price on that additional leather jacket cool factor. Well, I guess you can. It's $1,000. Google's Pixel 10 Pro Fold is blowing up for all the wrong reasons. In a YouTube video from JerryRigEverything, aka Zach Nelson, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold's battery appears to expand, overheat, and emit a bunch of smoke during the bend test, eventually setting off a fire alarm. While the bend test is pretty extreme and puts an unusual amount of stress on the phone, Nelson does know that he's been doing this test for a decade and he has never seen a phone explode like this before. I guess you could say the Pixel 10 Pro Fold is the hot new phone, but not in the way Google wanted. Ooh, got him again. 2 in a row. Anduril, the military tech company created by Palmer Luckey, the original founder of Oculus, has teamed up with Meta to launch the EagleEye military helmet as part of Luckey's mission to turn warfighters into technomancers. The EagleEye uses a mixed reality system built into a soldier's helmet as a sort of AI partner in their display, aiding in mission planning, enhanced perception of a battlefield, and presumably writing army-approved erotica. Now that all sounds awesome, but I'm not sure how badass military guys will feel about wearing what Gizmodo calls tactical cat ears and taking part in the uwuification of war. Alrighty, thanks for watching. That's plenty of tech news for one day. If you want more, come back on Friday. Now, how about I show you some of these freaky dance moves?
Incredible.
Plie.
Beautiful.
What is a chasse?
I don't know.
Pirouette.
I did it now.